Hello students, I welcome you all once again. In this class, we will be learning about splitting of d orbitals in square planar complexes. To understand this, you should know the splitting diagram of octahedral complexes. Kindly watch that video in which I have done splitting of d orbitals in octahedral complexes. Okay, so then this will be easy for you. So here I have written the splitting diagram of square planar complexes is obtained from the splitting diagram of octahedral complexes. So how it is obtained? By removing two ligands that are oriented along z-axis. In octahedral complexes, there will be 6 ligands. In square planar complexes, there will be only 4 ligands. Okay. So from octahedral complex, if we remove 2 ligands which are oriented along z-axis, then we can draw the splitting diagram of square planar complexes. Okay students, clear? Now, so then what happens? The orbitals which are oriented along z-axis are free from repulsions now. Okay. Hence, the orbitals which are oriented along z-axis will have low or less energy, and the orbitals which are oriented along x and y axis will have high energy. Okay, so repeating once again, the orbitals which are oriented along z-axis will have less energy, and the orbitals which are not oriented along z-axis, that means which are oriented along x and y axis, will be having more energy. Okay, so thus in square planar complexes, the 5d orbitals are split into 4 sets. Okay, so in square planar complexes, the 5d orbitals are split into 4 sets. So what are those 4 sets? So look here, this is the splitting diagram of square planar complexes. These are Eg orbitals, T2g orbitals. So Eg orbitals will be split into dx square y square and dz square, and T2g orbitals will be split into 2 types, dxy and dyz and dzx. Okay, so these are oriented along z-axis, and hence they will be having less amount of energy. Whereas dx square y square and dxy, they are oriented along x and y axis. So they will be having more amount of energy, which we have learned in the previous points. Okay. So I told you that the orbitals which are oriented along z-axis will be having less energy. So dz square, dyz, dzx. These are oriented along z-axis, and hence they possess less amount of energy. Whereas dx square, y square, dxy, they are oriented along x and y axis. Okay, hence they possess higher amounts of energy. Okay, so here I have drawn, look here, dx square, y square and dxy. So these are of less amount of energy, so I have drawn here. Okay students, so these are the 4 sets of d orbitals. So I told you now, in square planar complexes, the 5d orbitals will be split into 4 sets. These are the 4 sets of orbitals. Okay, and the energy order of these 4 sets of orbitals will be like this. Look here, the energy order of dx square y square will be having highest amount of energy. Next comes dxy, next dz square, next dyz and next dzx. This is the energy order of the 5d orbitals. Okay, so these two will be having almost same amount of energy because they are oriented along z-axis. Okay students, now the energy difference between dx square y square and dxy, we call it as crystal field splitting energy of square planar complexes. Once again, the energy difference between dx square y square and dxy is called as crystal field splitting energy of square planar complexes. So look here in the diagram, the energy difference between this one dx square y square of highest energy and dxy. So the energy difference between these two is called as crystal field splitting energy of square planar complexes. And how do we denote it with, students? It is denoted as delta SP. What is SP? Square planar. Do you remember in octahedral complexes we call it as delta O, in tetrahedral complexes we call it as delta T. In square planar complexes it is called as delta SP, and this energy difference is called as crystal field splitting energy of square planar complexes. Okay, so this is all about splitting of d orbitals in square planar complexes, students. So learn all these points and the diagram also. So this is quite easy when compared to the other octahedral and tetrahedral complexes. You can learn this topic very easily. Okay, thank you.